What's up, guys? We a lot of stuff we need to do today. So, some exciting news actually. We just got the headlights for the S2000 today, and I'm actually really excited for them. Let me show you these. So, I actually went with some just OEM AP2 headlights, which I feel a little bit nicer than the AP1. I don't know. It's kind of a, conflicting opinion. A lot of people really like the AP1s. I like the AP2 for these reflectors that are in it. They're circled rather than the giant reflector that's in the AP1s. And I mean, honestly, the ones that I have got hit with a hammer. So we needed new ones anyway. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be putting these guys on. I've already ceramic coated them and everything. They're nice and shiny. We got to pull the old ones. We got to put in all the bulbs, ballast, and all that from the old one into the new one, and then we'll see if they work. They should. I'm a little bit nervous about the bulb type since they're technically made for different generations of S2000. But before we do that, my garage is a mess, so let's clean it up real quick. That's much better. So if you haven't seen, this is the reason why we needed new headlights. Previous owner had a little bit of a situation with their ex. She came at it with a hammer. So yeah, there was no way we were gonna make these fit, or I mean just work, just in general, just because aside from being completely yellow and having a hole in them, there was just no point. So we got both sides, both driver and passenger side. So from here, what we got to do, we got to pull the fenders off, which I've been needing to do too, just to make a tab to suck in this gap right here. So we'll go ahead and get the fenders off, get the headlights off, transfer all the internals of the headlights onto the new ones, bolt them back up, and this is where we're going to really see how the fitment on these Duraflex fenders are. Even just on these, granted, these have absolutely no mounting tabs whatsoever. They kind of were just in there. As you can see, yeah, they're just basically holding in there. On the whole drive back from Vegas, I didn't even realize that until we got back and I tore the car apart. Yeah, nothing was holding these headlights in. So, thankfully the new ones are brand new, so they'll be able to just bolt right in. But yeah, we'll be able to see how much of this we need to sand down and trim just to get the new ones to fit. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been waiting on. At this point, we have the headlights, we have the bumper, we have the fenders, we have the rear over fenders that are on. I got the wheels. Yeah, basically we have everything that we need. We have the mirrors, as you guys saw in the last video. And from here, once we get these headlights fitted properly, get a little bit of that fitment issue going on over there, all we have left to do is work that dent that is on the back quarter panel that I showed you guys before out. And once that is done, we'll be able to just sand down the car, lay body filler wherever needed, and basically prep it for paint. So we're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. I still got to get the hood figured out. Yeah, let's go ahead and get these fenders pulled. Alright, so again, we got the front bumper, the fenders off. This is what I mean. They have no tabs whatsoever. Like they weren't even holding on. I think right now the only thing holding them on is the fact that they're plugged in. and it was both of them too. Like, yeah, it was the more I tore into this car, the more I realized, wow, this thing has had a poor life. But that's where we come in, right? We're here to fix it. We're here to bring it back to life and make it look good again, make it look presentable, because this thing is rough. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull these headlights off. And then we're gonna come over here and put everything on the new housings, and fingers crossed it's the right bulb type and it works. Alright, so from here, we gotta pull the old ballast off. As you can see in mine, I think somebody clipped the wires to the ballast and just bypassed it with one of these cheapo eBay ones, which, not the biggest deal in the world. They work. I'm not very happy about it, considering how expensive factory S2000 headlights cost, but you know, we work with what we have here. So we're just gonna pull them off for the sake of keeping the headlights from getting fogged up, because there's a big hole at the bottom. Let's see how these come out. Hopefully we don't run into any more issues. Alright. I could see why somebody pulled these off. Or bypassed them, I mean. They are rusty on the bottom. That's okay. Alright, and then for this one, I gotta find whatever that bolt head size is, as you can kind of see. It looks like a Torx, but with a divot in it. So let's see what we can find in my toolbox. Alright, so we gotta go over to AutoZone to pick up that tool, just because it's kind of late. It's 9:30, and Harbor Freight isn't open, Ace Hardware isn't open, Home Depot is about to close, and they're a little bit further away. So we're gonna go pick one up. You guys get to come with me for this endeavor, and hopefully they have what we need. AutoZone honestly isn't my favorite. Sometimes I actually prefer to go to O'Reilly's, just because it's closer to my house. B, sometimes I find that they have what I need more than AutoZone does. But yeah, we're currently driving my truck. To be honest, I drive this truck more than I drive anything else. It's honestly my favorite vehicle I have, mainly because I can just get in it, turn it on, and go. I don't have to worry about building up air pressure, airing up. I don't have to worry about, scraping anywhere, or just ridiculous amount of maintenance that comes with maintaining the other cars, right? I mean, aside from oil changes, right now the Evo needs a transmission fluid change, and that's going to be about just around like $600 just in pure material costs, which is outrageous. It also needs exhaust cam, like the solenoid in it has a small crack that's causing it to read 0.001 points off on Evo scan, which that's just enough to make the check engine light turn on and get MyVec to not work. So I haven't really been driving that one too much, unless it's somewhere close, and I kind of just baby it. And the STI needs an alignment. One of the tires is starting to show cords, so I don't really want to drive that. And well, you guys know where the S2000 is. We currently have 6 cars. Well, we had 6 cars. We sold the Eclipse, for those of you guys wondering. I know I showed it to you guys a couple videos ago. I was actually really excited about it. But the more I thought about it, that car was going to need somewhere around like $2,000 to $3,000 just to get it to look decent. And end of the day, it's only worth about $3,000 to $4,000 by the time we were done with it. Like, it wasn't going to be worth much. I maybe could have gotten $5,000 out of it, but the amount of work I'd have to put into it and time is just work and time and money that I'd rather put into the S2000, because the S2000 is more of a passion project. It's a car that I used to have one, and I sold it when I had my first daughter, and it's the car that got away. I've always wanted another one, and well, now I get to have one. So, and on top of that, I get to have one alongside the Evo and the STI. But yeah, I have a Ford F-150, and this has kind of been my daily driver. We actually just drove it up into the canyon to go pick up our Christmas tree, and that was a lot of fun. And yeah, it's been nice to be able to get into something that everything works, and is comfortable for the most part. I mean, it's lifted with 35s on it, so it's as comfortable as can be, right? So yeah, they had what we needed. I guess they're called tamper-proof Torx bits. I have just about any tool I've ever possibly needed in my toolbox. I don't do anything crazy. I'm not rebuilding engines. I'm not, doing anything too wild or too extensive, right? It's more of the basics. But I've never once encountered a tamper-proof Torx bit, so it's kind of nice to add this into the toolbox, even though it kind of suck having to buy it. But it is what it is. Hopefully the right size is in this set, because I didn't even check to see what sizes that it was. Granted, not that I could have, but yeah. Thank God they were still open, and if it doesn't work, if the right size isn't in there, we'll have to continue this video tomorrow. Isn't a big deal, but yeah, it's just more of I want to get this done tonight. I want to get the headlights put back on, the bumper back on, the fenders back on. Probably not going to bolt everything wide up and get all the fitment and everything dialed in. Just kind of gonna put them on just as get the look, I guess. Try and see what it looks like completed. There's still more work I need to finish up tomorrow too. I need to start on the body work tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna have that for another video. I'm trying to do some longer videos for you guys. I know you guys are interested in seeing what we got going on. I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me and tell me that you're enjoying the content. So I know last video was short. I was missing some equipment. I picked up this little Bluetooth microphone thing off of Amazon, and I picked up a tripod so that way the time lapses could go a little bit smoother, the audio quality could be a little bit better. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of it. I personally think it's helping a lot. All right, we're back now. So these are the guys that we needed to pick up. Hopefully the right size is in there. I didn't really check like I probably should have, but I'm in a rush because they were about to close, and I just wanted to get this done. So let's see how this works. It's funny, I actually had one tamper-proof Torx bolt that came with some decking screws I got, which was rather surprising. But yeah, it wasn't the right size I needed. So now we have these, so that way we can make sure if we ever need them again, we'll know where to find them. Alright, let's see what size this guy is. Just like that. Sweet. They are the same type bulbs that are in the new housing, so this will make life so much easier. Right now we gotta pull this igniter cord out. Hopefully, since it was all bypassed. Apparently what I was doing some research on, people say that the OEM ballasts for the S2000s, the AP1s at least, aren't very good and they're not very bright. So granted, I wouldn't have done it this way if it were me. But at the same time, I see why, right? They wanted to bypass it. I would have gone with a better HID setup than whatever this is. This looks like one of the eBay ones, but it is what it is. It's what we got, and that's what we're going to work with. Eventually, I would like to upgrade to some nicer ones. I'm going to put these on, and I'm going to try and seal this up a little bit better, so that way we don't get any moisture in the headlights. But now that these are done, we got to pull out the bulb for the reflector. It's actually the high beam. You can see it's not even plugged into anything. Oh, this poor car. Oh, this poor car. But there we go, all done. That's now gonna get thrown away. Now we get to put it in the new one. So first, we gotta start off with routing the igniter cord. I'm gonna do my best to not scratch these up. They fit perfect. This ballast is kind of in the way, but I believe it's just double-sided taped on, so we can. There we go. A little bit of pressure. Push that guy off of there. Okay. All right. We kind of struggled a little bit with getting this cover back on. We had to actually cut one of the tabs, but it's all put back together now. Let's see how it looks. So for you S2000 guys, you probably know this, but a set of AP2 headlights will run you roughly somewhere around $900, give or take. So I got these guys on eBay. Granted, they're just the housings, right? So if you get the ones that are $900, you'll get the whole assembly where you just basically plug them in and you're good to go. But we don't have $900, guys, not for headlights at least. If we had $900, this car would be done right now. So that's why I went with these guys, these housings, because they were inexpensive. HID setup too. This one's looking a little rough. But hey, it works for now. Alright, first things first. Check power, make sure they actually turn on, if they work. One thing I'm realizing with this car is that the high beam wiring harness looks like it was cut off, which is really upsetting, but at the same time I'm not really surprised so far with considering everything else we've found in this car, right? Because you don't see it all. Yeah, here's another fun thing I probably should have showed you before I put this in. The LED bulbs for the turn signals have electrical tape all around them. Let's see what's hiding underneath the electrical tape, because it's making it so they don't fit in. We're gonna need new harnesses for it. Those are both in. Let's see if they work. Well, that's not good. So the bulb's out. It might be the ballast. Okay, so they're cheap ballast, so I might just order a different set. I see why they use electrical tape on this. As soon as once pull it out, it got stuck in there. So we're gonna have to replace that harness as well. because it's supposed to click in, and once it clicks in, then you should be good to go. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if the other side works, and I might have some HID ballasts around here somewhere. I'll take a look, but either way, I'm probably just going to order a set just because I want some nicer ones than, you know, the eBay special. So it turns out both HIDs are burnt, which something must have happened since we got the car home, because the headlights did work on the way home, considering we drove at night. But I mean, either way, whatever happened happened. I went ahead and ordered new ones. They won't be here till Tuesday. It's Sunday right now, so well, it's actually Saturday. So yeah, they won't be here till Tuesday. That's okay. I'm just gonna pull the HIDs out of these and kind of just at least put them on just to mock fit it on. I was really hoping I could turn the lights on and, you know, get the full experience, but it is what it is. We'll just keep going at it, and we'll, you know, at least see the car somewhat more complete. Alright guys, we're probably going to continue this on tomorrow. It's getting kind of late, and to be honest, when this car got hit, they didn't do a very good job of straightening out the frame. So right now I'm trying to get all the holes to the headlight to line up, and it's got to go in here, and it's all the way up here. And if I get it to go and line up with that one, then the whole headlight tilts up. So I'm going to do a little bit of research tonight, watch a couple videos, see how they're supposed to fit. And we're going to try and straighten out this frame to the best that we can. I mean, to be completely honest, the right way of fixing this is basically from the struts forward, cutting off and welding on a new frame. Or taking it to a frame rack and hopefully maybe they can straighten it out. But I feel that we can do a decent enough job ourselves. And then once it's done, we'll take it to the frame rack. But regardless, if I can get the headlights to fit right, then the fenders are going to fit right. And that's going to help me out tremendously. So, yeah, we'll carry on tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day. We went ahead and got the headlights mounted. I didn't film that the part of the process simply because I had to adjust a few parts of the frame in order to make it fit. So for those of you that know, if you've been watching the series, this S2000 was a rebuild title, and they didn't do the best of job at fixing it. There's a few items on here that I was actually really disappointed about. For example, the passenger side headlight bracket, both the one comes off the frame and where it joints and back into the frame were both bent, and that's why the headlight wasn't fitting securely prior to me getting these. So trying to make it work, you know, having it be late at night here, I went ahead and heated up the metal, started hammering it back straight, and I got it decent, but it's still angled up roughly about, I almost want to say about a quarter of an inch. So we're going to need new headlight brackets in order to get these to fit even better. So I'm going to order those sometime this week, but for now I was able to get them mounted, but it does have a nasty gap in there, so don't mind that. That's going to get fixed probably within the next couple weeks once I do receive and have time to install them. But I didn't get a chance to finish the driver's side. It's late, I'm tired. So I got the driver's side headlight put on, but I don't have the driver's side fender put on. But we did get a chance to put the bumper back on too, so we can at least get a decent idea of what it's going to look like. Now, the passenger fender isn't bolted up all the way. It needs to be bolted down to where the pinch welds are, so it's kind of sticking out. I don't really want to deal with that tonight. I'm probably going to be taking these fenders off again anyway here soon, so we'll deal with that another day. But this is what it looks like. So yeah, again, I'm a huge fan of the AP2 headlights. I think they look a million times better than the AP1. But the AP2, again, the differences is these reflectors are circle rather than the ones on the AP1 just kind of cut straight down and the whole corner is a reflector, which I'm not a big fan of. But the new bulbs for them should be here on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we'll be able to see what they look like actually turned on. So I'm really excited for that. But we're getting there, guys. We went ahead and picked up some tires for the new wheels today, so as soon as I get the chance, I got to go over to Discount Tire and get those mounted. We still got to adjust the coilovers, and once all that's done and we have the headlights properly seated where we want them to be, coilovers adjusted, fenders all bolted back up and everything, we'll get the car back off of jack stands just to kind of see what the final look is going to look like prior to body work and paint. But we're getting there, right? This is kind of a testament to what building a car from the ground up basically really is, right? Now, there's a lot of things that we should be doing and we could be doing, but those involve a lot of money. So for now, I want to just get the car drivable and looking good so that I can start enjoying it. I've only put maybe 300 miles on this car, and that was just driving back from Vegas before the car broke down. So I'd like to get a few more thousand miles before I basically send it off to a body shop and have them either cut the bent parts of the frame and weld in the new frame, or get it put on the frame rack and see if they can get this one to be at least 90% perfect, right? But yeah, overall, really stoked with how these came out. This is the gap I was telling you guys. It starts off small and gets progressively bigger, and then it's huge right here. So with the new headlight brackets, that should tilt these guys just ever so slightly down, which will give us the clearance up in this top corner, because right now it's not protruding through the fender how it should be. And then from right here, it'll close that gap up. So we just got to find those brackets, get them ordered, get them installed, and then we'll have that fixed. I still need to put on the hood latches for the hood just to get it to sit down a little bit more. And I don't know, I've been thinking about doing the hood vents that everybody does on their S2000s, the ones that start here and progressively get bigger. But I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it's a really common thing, but I mean, it looks good. So who knows? We might end up doing it. Let me know what you guys think and comment down below. But other than that, guys, I'm tired. I'm calling it here. And yeah, again, in the next video, we'll be adjusting coilovers. We'll have the fenders all bolted back up. We'll have the car somewhat complete, just not done. And then we'll take it off of jack stands and get a good look of it with the new wheels on. And we'll have the headlights, hopefully by then, situated so they look better. But other than that, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, tag along for the journey. Again, I'm not a big time YouTuber. I have a day job. I don't make a crazy amount of money. So for me, a couple $100 here and there is basically what's gotten us to where we are now, right? I'm not dumping thousands and thousands of dollars into this project. I think at this point, I'm maybe $1,800 into this project. That includes the wheels, that includes the fenders, the bumper, the mirrors, the rear flares, the headlights, everything. So we're getting there. It's not going to be a SEMA build by any means, but it's going to be something I'm going to get to enjoy, and I feel like it's going to look pretty good for what it is, right? And from where it came from. So tag along, join us in this journey that we're going through. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one. See you guys. Put me on display.